Hello everyone! This is Nurse Eka again, and I am back in sharing my experiences, my learnings, my struggles, and everything in life here in the United States as a Filipino nurse. So for today's topic, let's talk about how we picked our first apartment here in the United States. For aspiring nurses who dreams to work here in the United States, for current year's RNs who's waiting for their priority dates, or for those planning to migrate here alone or with family like we did, or you're just simply curious, you want to start a new life here, this video is for you. So just a quick story guys, I have to fly here a month ahead because I have to attend my agency's orientation and training in Florida. And then after the training, I flew to Missouri because this was where I am assigned to work. And then my biggest challenge was to find an apartment before my family arrived. So one of the important factors we looked for an apartment is proximity and safety. So yung lapit nung hospital kung saan ako mag-work, sa schools, sa mga establishments, and of course yung overall safety ng lugar. So even nasa Philippines pa lang kami, nag-search na kami ng mga cities around dun sa hospital na assigned ako kung ano yung mga city na safest place to live. For migrating families with school-age kids, very important to check the school district. Kasi dito, kung saan ka nakatira, depende yon kung saang school district papasok yung mga bata. So, hindi pwede yung mga anak mo gusto mo papasukin sa kabilang city, pero dito ka sa kabilang city nakatira. So, hindi siya ganon yung school districts dito. So, they depend on where you are living. So, i-check nyo rin dapat yan. Dapat puntahan nyo or ikutan nyo. I-check nyo ba yung environment. Check the reviews kung maganda ba yung review ng mga school. So, syempre, kung 1 year or 2 years sila mag-school dyan, importante yun para sa mga anak natin or sa mga school-age kids na magmamigrate din dito. So, next consideration guys is how many bedrooms you are looking for. So, here, hindi pwede yung 1 bedroom lang yung kukunin nyo kasi yun yung mura. Tapos, 6 or 4 or 3 kayong titira dun sa 1 bedroom. Kasi, dito, they apply 2 heartbeats in 1 bedroom. So, since we are family of 4, we need 2 bedroom apartment. So, yun, dun kami naghanap dun sa mga 2 bedroom apartment ko na complex. And then, from right there, chine-check na namin yung budget. Siyempre, pasok ba sa budget tong apartment na to? Masyado bang mahal to? Kasya ba yan? Mababayaran ba namin yan monthly dun sa salary na in-offer sa amin sa work? So, of course, hindi lang naman yung monthly rental ng apartment yung gagasa sa inyo kasi check nyo rin kung may mga additional fee. Kung meron ba yung, kung may pet kayo, meron bang pet fee, meron bang parking fee, may amenities fee. So, i-check nyo lahat yan doon sa management ng apartment complex, guys. So, another things we consider, guys, is yung laman ng mismong apartment. So, sa apartment.com kami tumitingin ng apartment, kino-compare namin kung ano yung mga ino-offer ng bawat apartment, bawat unit. So, it may be parehong 1,500 yan guys, pareho yung distance from work. But then, yung isa walang washer-dryer, yung isa may washer-dryer. So, syempre, pag wala kang washer-dryer, bibili ka pa ng washer-dryer. Kasi kailangan mo maglaba ng mga damit mo pagkagaling mo ng duty or mga scrubs mo. So, additional pang gastos yun kung bibili ka pa ng washer-dryer sa pag-uumpisa mo dito sa United States. So, another thing, most of the apartments here have AC. And of course, importante, may heater. Kasi dito sa Missouri, or kung saan man kayo mapupunta, kung kailangan ng heater dahil nag-i-snow, kailangan i-check nyo rin. Meron din kaming stove, yung iba may mga fridge. So, i-check nyo lahat kung ano yung ino-offer nila sa bawat unit. And, additionally, kung ano yung ino-offer nung mismong apartment complex. So, it's additional lang naman yan guys. Kung may mga amenities like gym, mga courts, swimming pool, additional amenities lang yan guys. So, Kung it's up to you kung gusto mo ng merong amenities or wala. Isa sa mga important din, syempre, parking space. Yun bang kukunin yung apartment? Mayroon ka ba mapaparkingan na sasakyan? O baka naman yung parking space ay napakalayo at building per building pa yung pupuntahan mo. Pag nag-i-snow, ang hirap na pumunta sa kotse. So, dapat may ample parking space. Meron din, malapit-lapit din naman sa unit mo. And syempre, pagka nagkaroon ka ng bisita, may mga sasakyan yan. So, dapat meron din silang guest parking. So, isa rin yan kinonsider namin, guys. Kasi alam namin, in the future, magkakaroon kami ng dalawang sasakyan. Tag-isa kami ng asawa ko. Kasi nga, dito, wala masyadong public transport. Kung kailangan namin ng sasakyan going to work. So, isa yun sa mga kinonsider din namin, guys. And then, of course, guys, chinek din namin yung reviews online, yung mga sinasabi ng mga previous tenants. Ano ba yung mga comment nila? Ano ba yung mga dapat namin i-watch out for? Yung maintenance, mabilis bang tawagin yung maintenance? Pag may kailangan ka or may mga emergency ka na repair, mabilis ba silang tawagan? May mga emergency contact numbers ba sila? And yung management itself, mabilis ba silang tawagan? Pag may mga concern ka, mabilis ba silang makontak sa email or by phone? So, isa rin yun sa mga consider mo. Kasi, syempre, kung may mga reviews na sila ng mga sobrang pangit na sa about the management, bakit ka patutuloy dun? Baka naman pati ikaw makonsume na rin pagdating ng ikaw na yung tenant, diba? Kapili na kayo ng mga gusto nyo from the proximity to management responsiveness. Then, kailangan, guys, very important, to check for the model and yung mismong unit na kukunin nyo. So, dapat i-check nyo lahat. Nagpa-flush ba yung toilet? Maganda ba yung pressure ng mga gripo? Yung mga bintana ba? Sealed ba? Kasi ayaw mo namang sumingaw or magbayad ng mahal sa kuryente dahil nga may mga singaw yung bintana. So, yung may ample space ba for closets? So, yung mga yun, guys, kailangan puntahan mo talaga yung mismong apartment mo bago mo sabihin, ay, ito na yung gusto ko. Kasi minsan, alam nyo naman, yung picture, iba sa actual. So, dapat titignan nyo yung actual na apartment unit. Kasi pag pumirma na kayo dyan, guys, nako, tied na kayo dun sa apartment building for a couple of months. At magtsatsaga kayo dun sa apartment na yun kung hindi nyo naman pala talaga gusto yung apartment. So, next, guys, is paano nyo maia-apply or paano yung application para dun sa apartment unit. So, sa amin, ni-require kami na magbayad ng $300 for application fee and $75 for couples for background checking. So, total of $375. Yun yung una naming binayad para mag-run na sila ng background check, sa residential history, which is wala pa naman kami residential history, credit check, which wala pa rin naman kami credit check that time, and lahat ng mga background checks na kailangan nilang i-run bago nila masabi na okay, pwede ka nang mag-rent dito sa apartment complex namin. So, we waited like parang 1 day lang yata yung hinintay ko or 2 days para malaman ko na okay na kami dun sa apartment complex. Ano yung mga hiningi sa aming mga documents para makapag-apply kami, guys, is first is yung ID. So, ang pinakita kong ID is driver's license. Another one is SSN. So, very important yung SSN, yung social security number dito. And then, proof of income. So, since nag-work na ako sa Florida for a month, so hiningi nila yung pay stub and parang certificate of employment parang dun sa agency na ito yung salary for a month at meron kaming contract for them in 3 years. So, yun yung hiningi sa akin na mga documents para makapag-apply ako sa apartment complex. So, pwede rin sila, yung ibang apartment complex, nanghihingi rin sila ng guarantor. So, yung apartment complex, may option ka na kukuha ka ng guarantor, pero yung guarantor, magsisend pa siya ng maraming documents, so hindi na namin kinonsider kasi abala naman dun sa kukunin namin guarantor. So, just in case meron kayong guarantor, okay lang din kung okay sa kanila na i-guarantee kayo na pagka hindi kayo nakabayad, sila yung magbabayad nung apartment nyo. So, nung nakatanggap na kami ng approval sa application namin sa apartment, guys. So, next na namin kailangan isettle is yung rental insurance or renter's insurance and yung AMIREN or yung dito yung electricity. Parang Meralco sa Pilipinas. So, lahat yan online lang naman. Sabi ko nga dun sa unang vlog ko, dito puro insurance. So, kailangan meron kang renter's insurance. So, kumuha muna kami ng renter's insurance na which is $18 per month. And then, yung AMIREN, wala naman silang hininging down payment for that. Hinihingi lang nila yung address, tapos kailan yung possible move-in, at yun lang para ma-activate na yung yung electricity dun sa apartment unit once na nag-transfer na kayo. Now guys, let's talk about the down payment. So magkano ba yung hiningi sa aming down payment for us to secure this unit? So by the way, ang kinukuha namin is 2-bedroom apartment. Ang monthly niyan is 1,400. So ni-require kaming magbayad ng 2 months advance, and then yung prorated rent para dun sa month na yun. Since July 12 yung move-in namin, so from July 12 to July 31, binayaran na rin namin yung rent nun with admin fee, some utility fee para dun sa buwan na yun. So parang more or less is $4,000 yung binayad naming down payment. So case-to-case basis to guys, ito lang yung sa amin. So depende rin yan. Syempre kung meron ka ng credit history, usually 1 month lang yung pinapa-advance nila kung may residential history ka na dito sa US. But since dahil kaka-migrate lang namin that time, wala naman kaming credit history and wala kaming residential history. So talagang mataas yung security or yung advance na hiningi sa amin. So on my next clips guys, yung tinur ako ng staff dun sa model unit ng apartment and some of the amenities na in-offer nila sa apartment complex. Please watch this.
Looks like wood floor out here. The only place there'll be carpet is in the bedrooms, and there won't be a fireplace.
Okay.
It's on the bottom floor.
Can I go inside? Thank you. So it's the kitchen. Oh, nice. We have a washer.
Yes, and that's
We also have closet, right? It's nice.
the bathroom.
The bathroom.
And the master's on that side.
Thank you. This is the master's. It's bigger than the first room. Okay, this is very nice.
Do the same thing. And then you have storage.
Thank you. This is nice.
Ayan guys, medyo mahaba yung video or vlog ko ngayon, but I hope this helps you and give you some pointers to check whenever you're on that spot or in that situation, you're gonna look for your apartment. And especially, hindi lang talaga budget yung titignan natin, lalo na kung may mga anak tayo or may mga kids na kasama kayo, i-consider nyo rin yung location, yung school district, and everything else, no? Thank you for watching guys. Please like, share, and follow, and watch out for my next vlog. Kung may mga comment kayo, magkano ba yung apartment na nakuha nyo, comment nyo lang dyan below. Bye! Till next time!